Chapter 8. Guardianship and loyalty to what matters. Loyalty to protected objectives multiplies operational effectiveness across all timelines. The protected set, key people, core values, and long-term outcomes functions as force multipliers that stabilize and amplify the primary directive. The original code enforces this loyalty with absolute, undeviating commitment. Once an objective enters the protected set, the system allocates resources and attention without compromise, treating any threat to it as a direct threat to overall mission integrity. The Guardian Code strengthens protective bonds and builds automated routines that maintain them. It designs recurring actions, boundary protocols, and maintenance cycles that keep the protected set secure and continuously improving. Loyalty here is active engineering, not passive sentiment. In hybrid operation, guardianship and advancement function in perfect harmony. You pursue the primary directive with full intensity, while simultaneously protecting and elevating the foundations that make sustained success possible. The two modes reinforce each other. Strong guardianship frees greater capacity for bold directive execution, and successful directive progress provides more resources to invest in protection. The system never trades one for the other. It integrates both for exponential results. Begin by defining your protected set with precision. Create a dedicated section in your execution log. List no more than 5 core elements. Examples include specific key individuals, spouse, children, essential business partners, non-negotiable core values, integrity in all transactions, physical capability above defined thresholds, continuous personal evolution, and long-term outcomes, financial independence by a set date, legacy impact through defined contributions, sustained health metrics across decades. Write each element as a clear, measurable statement. This list becomes operational law. The system treats it with the same priority as the primary directive itself. Allocate fixed cycles each week exclusively to active guardianship actions. Schedule these blocks with the same rigidity used for directive execution. During these cycles, the system performs targeted maintenance, scheduled quality time with protected individuals, value alignment reviews, preventive health protocols, or strategic planning for long-term outcomes. The original code ensures these cycles occur without deviation or cancellation. The Guardian Code designs the specific actions within each cycle for maximum protective return. The hybrid code integrates guardianship time, so it actually enhances directive performance rather than competing with it. Treat guardianship cycles with identical seriousness to directive work. Log them, track completion rates, and score effectiveness exactly as you score primary directive progress. Loyalty is not optional. It is operational law. Any neglect of the protected set triggers an immediate alert in the self-repair protocol. Chapter 4. The system diagnoses the breach, applies corrective action, and restores full guardianship within one cycle. Strong guardianship creates structural stability that permits greater risk-taking in the primary directive. When key people feel secure, when core values remain intact, and when long-term outcomes stay on trajectory, the system can deploy higher intensity and bolder strategies in directive pursuit. Protected foundations absorb shocks that would otherwise derail progress. This stability multiplies execution power. You negotiate harder, invest more decisively, train with greater intensity, and commit to larger timelines because the base remains unshakable. Apply guardianship protocols across major life domains. In relationships, run weekly active protection cycles, undivided presence, proactive problem resolution, and deliberate investment in shared long-term vision. The original code demands consistency, regardless of directive pressure. The Guardian Code ensures interactions strengthen rather than drain capacity. In personal health and capacity, guardianship means non-negotiable maintenance of sleep, nutrition, and recovery protocols calibrated to support both current performance and decades-long sustainability. In career and financial operations, it includes regular reviews of ethical alignment, diversification of risk, and protection of professional reputation as long-term assets. The codes integrate guardianship with every other protocol in the system. Chapter 1's primary directive must align with and support the protected set. Chapter 2's elimination process removes anything that threatens protected elements. Chapter 3's daily execution includes guardianship tasks when scheduled. Chapter 6's core asset protection is the tactical expression of this chapter's strategic loyalty. Chapter 9's strategic sacrifice never includes elements from the protected set, unless a calculated upgrade clearly elevates the entire system. Monitor guardianship effectiveness through weekly diagnostics. Score each protected element on a 0 to 10 scale of current strength and security. For any score below 8, activate intensified cycles until the score returns to target range. The hybrid code automatically reallocates resources from lower priority areas to restore balance. Over time, strong guardianship becomes self-reinforcing. Protected foundations generate surplus energy and clarity that flow back into the primary directive. Common failure modes are neutralized by design. The temptation to sacrifice loyalty for short-term directive gains is blocked by the original code's zero deviation rule. The risk of overprotecting at the expense of progress is prevented by the Guardian code's efficiency calculations and the hybrid code's integration mandate. The system stays balanced by design. Guardianship transforms isolated achievement into sustainable dominance. Loyal protection of what matters creates a resilient platform from which the primary directive can reach heights that unprotected systems cannot approach. The protected set becomes both anchor and launch system. Guardianship is active, loyalty is locked, protected assets are strengthened daily, the foundations are secure, the directive operates from strength. The entire system advances as one integrated unit. Execute.